And we're back, and we're back. It's another weekend of joy for some and sorrow for others. How are you guys
Oh,
doing?
yeah, I'm all good, man. Wait, hold on. Wait, did you stop us from getting a full house this week once?
Yeah, someone did.
In the
There's
weekend when
always
we could
one
have
in
got a
it.
full house,
There's
there's
always
always
one.
one.
Yeah, something like that. Ruben's working against us all, bruv. Don't think it's just you, mate.
I thought he's working for you. I thought he was alright. You still talking
He's
well?
working for us, but he's a mole. I'm sure he's an Arsenal mole, man. Working in the United ranks.
Mm.
He didn't like the way you treated him. How you told him, take the job now or never. He's like, listen, I'll be fine after Man United, even if I fail. Let me just take them down.
Mate,
You can always go back to Portugal.
Trust me.
brick by brick, bruv. That's what it feels like right about now. Brick by brick.
But we can enjoy that little painful moment later on. We'll move on. For those who are watching for the first time, this is the Armchair Pundits. Welcome. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification button, and to also follow us on our various platforms, which you will see coming up on the screen any moment now. But this week, we will be going through what were some good games, what were some no good games, not so good games, sorry. But we'll start with Man United later on. But why not? It's a big game, you know. It's Merseyside derby, not Merseyside, sorry.
For
It's
who?
the
Who was the big game for, bro?
It's the Manchester derby.
Bruh,
It was a 4:30 kickoff
I thought you're a big team.
on the thing. Trust me.
It's two big
All
teams,
right,
isn't
don't
it?
worry, don't
We
worry.
are a big team.
We'll let you wait for that because we've got to address the first things first. Our predictions from last week and a new segment which I will put up now before we do predictions. And obviously, I won't be involved, but you two have to figure out which player this is that we're gonna trail their career, all the teams they've played for. You got to guess who it is. So, as you guys who are watching can see, I've instructed these guys to put their hands where we can all see, so no one is typing anything to try and work out who it is.
Brother,
So, yeah,
I am as transparent as they come. When it comes to
that's good.
games, I'm
But people don't know
competitive.
that
I
though.
want to win. I
Pe-
don't cheat.
People don't know that. People don't
Well,
know that.
you're
So
about as
it's good.
transparent
It's
as your
good.
t-shirt.
Hey. So the first one is coming up right here. Let's get it up for you. So that is the player. So guess the legend. So you
Edgar
can see it
Davids.
now. Hey, I was going to give you even longer, but I don't know if you're right or not. I'll give Lamont a right to reply.
I'm gonna reply and say that he saw this picture before I did.
What? Hold on.
That's what I'm gonna say. You man are in cahoots.
Whatever, bros.
There's no cahoots. There's no cahoots.
Nah, it's definitely Edgar Davids, isn't it? It has to be.
Okay, good.
Crystal
Well, you are
Palace and
correct.
playing for I'm playing
Barnet.
for Ajax as well. Yeah, I didn't even realize
Okay.
that was the Barnet badge. To be honest,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. That was quicker than I thought. Good, good. So next week I'll make it harder. So
don't make
we'll
it
move
too
on
hard,
then.
bro. Pause.
Yeah, easy now.
Don't make it too
Oh,
difficult.
might be too difficult. Yes.
We're
So
gonna lead a leaderboard for that, yeah. I think.
we can do if you want a leaderboard, but it might be difficult because not everyone's going to be here all the time.
Wow.
So not
If you
everyone
know,
gets a chance. But it's up to you guys. I don't mind.
But you know what?
doing
It's
leaderboard.
I think it's for us and it's for the people that's watching. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, we can do leaderboard. So we'll go to the other leaderboard that we have.
I think maybe James on that as well. Yeah, maybe don't mention the winner until the next week. So it gives everybody an
Okay.
opportunity to give their thing in the comments, and then next week you can announce it. Right, this was the winner. Next one.
or who the player was.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
We can run with that. Right. So the leaderboard is up now, and as you can see, I am still at the top. Hey. This week
You
Listen,
was a very
Arsenal at
good
the
week
top.
for Bevan.
something ain't right, James, because the way
Listen,
you're running away with it, I'm
how
just
though?
convinced. There was 1 week
Hey,
where the scoring was a little bit.
Listen, you guys
wait.
actually have access. You have access. So if I'm doing anything wrong, you guys can actually see. You have all the results. They're all in the group.
Charlie, I
And
don't know. I don't
they're not
know.
in the group.
Bro,
Okay.
hey, you had a shocking week this week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why he's complaining.
But
You got too confident.
I needed that correct score this week, where I
Yeah,
Yeah.
needed
that
it.
correct
So
score got you out of
so Bevan gets 5
touch.
points this week because you predicted Arsenal to win 3-0. He got 3 points for that. Then obviously for predicting they would win, he gets 1 point. And then he got 1 point for predicting Liverpool would win the game. But ironically, he went for Man United to win against Man City. He's given his reasons, which was fair enough.
Yep.
But Lamont had a mare, complete mare.
Absolute stinker.
So
You know what it
we'll
is?
see how it goes. You're gone.
Because he put Arsenal to draw 2-2 with
Yep.
Forest, and I don't know where he pulled that out of. I think that was more of a I hope they draw 2-2 with Forest.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Don't tell the people. Don't tell the people then what I was thinking.
bro, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, and we all know. At some point, you're gonna put Liverpool to lose to like
Everton.
Fulham
yet.
or
They've got to put
something.
Liverpool to lose Everton.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
But yeah, I'm still top. And as I say every week, long may that continue.
It's a long season, James.
I'm gonna
It's
have
a
to
long
watch. I'm
season.
gonna have to watch
It
back the
is.
tapes.
Listen, it is. It is. In fact, we can even do it next week if you want. I can put all the scores, all of them up there.
Yeah, you'd love that, innit? You'll love.
Expose what you've done wrong. You had a good week last week.
I
Or
did, to be
2
fair.
weeks ago.
I did.
So
Yeah,
it's
a
as
couple
easy
of
as that.
weeks.
I said I have my strategy. I won't tell you guys how I've managed to get to where I've got to. But
Yeah, you're doing the editing. That's how you managed to get to where you
Hey,
got to, bro. You're doing the editing.
it almost made me bite. I'm not gonna bite. I was gonna tell you. No, I'm not gonna tell you how.
hey, remember last season? Remember last season? I did get them correct scores. You know,
Exactly, he got
I
them.
got strategy too. You know what I
I
mean?
can't
It's just
remember that last
some games
season. A
throw
long
me
time
off.
ago, bro.
I
But
know.
that's why I added a bit of change to it. Not just correct scores. You got to still predict the results because then you always get almost you get a good points tally, but some people get one. So.
That was a little nibble there.
But without any further ado, we will move on to what some people saw as the game of the weekend, the Manchester Derby, which was won by the obvious, in my view, team Man United. Man City. I'm trying to give him hope, but he didn't even flinch because he knew I was talking rubbish. Man City outclassed Man United in a comprehensive 3-0 win at Etihad, with goals from Phil Foden and 2 goals from Erling Haaland.
Oh my
And
days.
Man United didn't really do anything. So if you haven't watched it, you can get a more comprehensive breakdown of that game. So you can go over to our YouTube channel and you can click on Lamont's match review, and he'll go into more detail there than he will be doing today on this one. So yeah, go over to that one. But briefly, what do you say of the game?
Defensive errors and Haaland scoring 7 goals in 1 week or more. We just didn't turn up, to be fair. Minute 1, Man City came out. Haaland had a sighter within 2-3 minutes of the game starting, and I feel like that kind of set the level, set the tempo of the game. And from that, I don't believe United really came back into the game. We had like 5 or 10 minutes in the second half where I thought, okay, cool, we could grab a goal here. And then Haaland scores, puts them 2-0 ahead, and the rest is, kind of history. It's a little bit disappointing because we played
Wait.
well against Arsenal, lost 1. Go on.
I was going to ask, who were your centre backs?
Delete, Euro, and Shaw. Arguably our starting centre back since the beginning of the season, more or less.
He's not
No,
centre back,
yeah,
though, is
those
he?
are the starting three.
Yeah, okay.
So there was no excuses to be given today, other than Doku was on job, and Euro had had his worst game of the season so far. I'd argue since that, who was the guy that ripped him apart for was it Champions, was Europa last season? You know, like when he had a horrible time and they
Who?
had to take.
Luke Shaw.
He was no Euro. It was
Oh,
last
okay.
season.
Yeah.
Tail end of last season, he played against a fullback, and the fullback ripped him a new one to the point where I don't know if he got dragged or they swapped sides with him next week because he needed to get his confidence back because he just had a horrible time. It was one of his first real hard battles. This is the second time I've seen Euro look kind of below par. And Shaw, he didn't look at it at all, lacking confidence, didn't really have no kind of zip or bite in his passing, and just didn't look self-assured at all. And Bayern just does what Bayern does, isn't it? Makes everyone feel uncomfortable.
Bro, the way that he got bounced for Haaland's first goal, was it...
Brother.
The way Haaland dealt with him... Bro, why? That's why I asked you who was your centre-backs, because it doesn't make sense.
He just went like that.
It doesn't make sense.
Never happened to Konate.
What?
Never happened to Konate, bro.
Yeah, probably not, bruv, to be fair.
No, but real talk. Is there a team, right, in the top half of the table where Luke Shaw starts at centre-back?
No, there is not.
Nah. In a back three, maybe.
No.
In a back three, maybe. Not in a back two, though.
No way. He's not.
I don't think he starts for any of the top teams. Full stop. In any position.
What, fullback? No, he's a good fullback. But to be fair, since he's got injured,
not for Man City, not for Liverpool, I don't think Luke Shaw starts for any of us.
Listen, since he's come back from injury, there's nothing that's given me the feeling, and I can't really give an opposing argument for what you boys are saying realistically, because when I pray it, since he's come back from injury, he hasn't looked the same. He hasn't looked the same threat. But defensively, Luke Shaw hasn't. He's never been the greatest defender. He's been given. He's the one that gives you more going forward, and even that he's lacked in his game. Do you know what I'm saying? So realistically, I feel like when Martinez comes back, there's been a lot of chatter about Martinez going centre mid. A lot of chatter along the Man United fan group and just the Man United guys that really draw down on the tactics and all that, saying that, you know what, when he comes back to full fitness, Martinez, he's going to go centre mid. But Shaw will get dropped straight away if that position isn't filled to what Amarim would like.
I'm just saying, it's that if you've got your manager and he's going to die by this position, this formation, because they ain't living by it at the minute, then you got to at least have the right players to play the formation. And Shaw is not a centre back, and he might want to play this formation, but it's not going to work if you ain't got the personnel to play it, and you need specialists, and you ain't got specialists, because your midfield is not designed to play with the two, because there's not enough energy in there, and then you got
4-3-3.
Bro. Yeah, I don't know how he's the only one that can't see it. It's like it's almost like he's saying to them, you know what, sack me, please. Because it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. I don't know what fan would be looking at this saying, yeah, it was all right. It's not like Luke Shaw's been okay. Like, yeah, you can be okay, but that is the kind of formation that you play when you haven't got the personnel to play 4-3-3. I mean, to play 4-3-3.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, we look really flat, to be honest to you. I can't blame it totally on Luke Shaw. But we did look flat.
It's not totally on him.
Yeah. He's just playing in the wrong position. I know what you mean. He's just one of the he's just one to take shots really, because why is he playing there?
No, I'm not even.
Really, me personally, I would put Aiden Heaven there because he's played there. He played there and he looked pretty comfortable in that position. He's athletic and he defends first, attacks after. Do you get what I'm saying?
But I'm the thing is, what I'm not even saying. I'm not even blaming Luke Shaw. I'm actually blaming your manager for continuing to play this formation without the personnel to play it, and the shoehorning guys in, hoping that it's gonna work and you're gonna get a result. And even if you're gonna play this formation, there's no way that it should be Luke Shaw battling with Haaland at any point in the game.
I done a live earlier, Bev, yeah, and slight little plug there for anybody that's watching.
On what?
And on TikTok.
Yeah, go on.
So I done a live, and I was pretty much saying the same thing. I was saying I saw one glimpse of Haaland against Shaw, and I said, "Listen, guys, if I'm playing in the number 9 role, and there's 3 defenders, Euro, De Ligt, and Shaw, I'm going to be on Shaw because he's the one that's going to give me the opportunity to have a chance on goal. So say it, so shall it be done." He had got the better of Shaw probably 2 or 3 times, and absolutely, when he had a chance on goal, he dinks by in there, gets in between De Ligt and Shaw, and he just finishing like like he's paying kids pretty much. He's just having fun out there.
He should have had a hat trick.
He had a great game today, by the way, Haaland. Like literally,
had a hat trick.
He should have more than that, bro. He probably could have had 4 goals.
So let's talk on City, because is it a resurgence for City? They've made some changes. I heard that they're now coming to the stadium earlier. They've trained at the stadium for the first time in I think like 12 years, something like that. They're obviously new coaches have come in. So is it a case of things that take a bit of time for new ideas to flow into the team? Injuries. They've lost their left back. They've lost in Aït-Nouri. They've lost Cherki. They've lost Marmoush now over the international break with a knee injury.
I think it's too soon to say, to be honest with you. I think that you're looking like against United, yeah, it looks good, but this United team haven't looked good for like the last year and a half. And I know I'm gonna almost contradict myself because I've said about United's record against City or whatever else. But at the same time, like watching United play in that midfield, how their midfield have been playing in the games they've been playing this season, their midfield has been overrun, and they haven't even been using their midfield. So when you got a midfield with Rodri, Reinders in there, and you got mobile athletes, then there's going to be gaps. So it's going to look good against them. I think when they play when City play. When City play against another midfield, then you'll see it's been different when they played against Spurs.
They got you next week, right?
They have got us next week. Yeah.
So it'll be a different battle next week because this week I feel like City weren't up against any quality. So to say, are they on their rules? On their like the resurgence or however you want to phrase it? I just feel like United weren't at it today. It didn't really have the bite that a derby game really warrants having. And it was a walk in the park for them today. I mean, I'm just going to say a couple of things here, yeah? So you got Reinders, Rodri and Foden against Ugarte, Fernandes, Mbumo and Diallo. Now, that's 3 against 4. And for me, United should dominate the centre park or the pitch. But we definitely didn't. All the balls for City were going down Doku's side, and he was having a whirl of a time.
Yes, he was.
Now, if you want to go quickly on just the second part that I was saying, is you've got Casemiro, Fredrickson, Heaton, Heaven, Lemens, Leon, Maguire, Mainu, and Xerxes. I didn't make a mistake. I named 2 keepers in United's bench. 2 keepers, right? Against Ake, Bob, Lewis, Infuni, Makusa, Nico, Nunes, Savinho, and Trafford.
I'm not going to lie to you though. That City's bench doesn't really strike.
It doesn't sound strong either, though.
That doesn't sound. That's not striking fear into no one.
Out of the two, which one would you prefer? Let's be real. Even with some of the guys that
City's still, but it wasn't a strong bench.
No, but it's way stronger than United's bench. And I'm talking about guys that you could bring on to potentially make a change. Yeah? Out of all the names I mentioned, you could probably take 4 guys off of that bench and they could come on and make a difference. We couldn't pick more than 1 or 2 guys off of our bench to do that. So there's them fine margins that we need to address quickly. Cunha Dalot, Martinez, and Mount all out with injury, and they're pretty key to just us having some kind of foothold on getting and finishing this season off better than we did last year. And that's all I got to say about it. Amarin, change your formation ASAP. Otherwise, things are just going to get from bad to worse, and they will be calling for his head before Christmas.
You also, I think, you need to put your what do you call your scarf back on, because
It's cold.
It's getting cold again, bro.
getting
You're back
chilly
down
in
to
here,
-3 in your area. So do you have it? Yeah, see, always prepared. You need to put it
Or-
on, bro.
Or you can use it, or you can use it for kindling. You can burn it if you want, and just
No, I'm not burning nothing, bro.
use it to warm your hands.
It's warming the floor in a minute.
Where it belongs.
Nah,
Good job. Make sure you're stepping on it as well, yeah.
But
Nah,
the thing is as well though, like Ugarte and Bruno were too far apart from each other.
Yeah.
Like there was
They got-
acres of space in between them. I
Brother,
don't know they were on different.
Ugarte ain't got the quality, Bev. He ain't
It's
got
not
the
that-
he ain't got the short pass, long pass quality. He hasn't got a quality for a DM in that role.
But
He
it
hasn't
wasn't
got the
that.
quality.
It's the positioning where they were with each other. They were way too far away from each other.
Yeah, they just don't. They're not in sync at all.
They're not in.
They don't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, but
No.
even when Ugarte had freedom to make the pass 30 yards, 20 yards, or even 10 yards, bruv, he was not able to do so. It was taking people like Delit and Maguire to, and even Luke Shaw at times, to do that switch pass to Mbumo, or even a switch pass over to Dorgu and Diallo to make some kind of progress on the pitch. Ugarte hasn't got that range of passing, and the kind of formation that Amarin has, he needs ball playing midfielders that have a range in passing, i.e., free Kobe, Mainu.
Well, he came on, but and he still didn't contribute. But I guess he needs to be given confidence. But we'll move on. Like I said, if you want to hear more on that, feel free to, after you finish watching us, move on to Lamont's post-match Man United review and enjoy what he's had to say there. So, earlier today, Liverpool took a trip to Burnley, and in what was pretty much one-way football, if we're being completely honest, Liverpool were, attacking-wise, kind of shocking, if I'm being completely honest. Didn't really play well, played slow, took too many long shots, corners were terrible. I think they even said on the commentary, if Arsenal had this many corners, they'll be winning 2-0. And the guy was like, only 2.
Oh.
The commentators only 2, you know. And we had 7 corners in the first half and did nothing with it. Percentage, I think at one point we had 93%. Like, bro, they had in 90 minutes, they completed 80 passes. Burnley. But I give them credit. End of the day, they've come up from the Championship. Their record in the Championship defensively was fantastic. I think they went like double figures without conceding goals at one point in the league. So they know how to defend.
Yeah,
And
defensively they look good today.
Yeah,
they had great shape.
Yeah.
Great shape.
They turned up 5 at the back. I'm like, cool, you're not getting through. Guys were flinging themselves in front of crosses, front of shots, blocking left, right, and centre. And we didn't look like we're getting frustrated. We looked like we just weren't up in the tempo, weren't moving the ball quick enough and getting through the lines quick enough to actually make a difference. And as Lamont would know from when he was younger, champions find ways to win games even when not playing well. And thankfully, there was a Man United youngster who, the last time he played Liverpool, decided to kick and punch and do everything to everyone. This time, he decided to use his hands again. But this time, he used his hands to shield himself and gave us a penalty in the 93rd minute. Did we deserve it? In terms of pressure and in terms of it being literally one-way football for 95 minutes, you could say maybe. But I'll give credit to Burnley because they defended like their lives depend on it.
They're
And
resolute, bro.
Yeah, it could have been a fantastic result for them. Call it a draw, it still would have been a very positive result for them. But listen, Salah was anonymous, but when it was needed, he didn't miss.
You look like Thanos at the minute, man. It's like you're inevitable. It makes me sick. Like there's how many games this season where you haven't really played well but turned up and got a result?
4.
Literally, I'm about to say the same thing.
Bro.
Every game.
bro.
I tell you, we've played well in some, but we haven't played to our capabilities.
Bro, it's been like that. It's been like this for the last year. I feel like that Liverpool have not been playing well, but somehow, some way, get a result. It does. I don't know. I feel like even if you lost one of your centre backs, you still find a way to get a result. You're gonna play Endo at centre back, and he's gonna play a worldie.
Today.
Huh?
We took Konate and brought on Frimpong, and he gets the assist.
And he makes a difference. I think it's as you said, it's sign of champions, isn't it? Like just winning when it's not well, and you do start to think how long is this sustainable for? But it seems like it's been sustainable for the last 12 months.
Listen, we've broken a record. We're the first Premier League team to win their first 4 games after scoring winning goals in the last 10 minutes of games. And we've got the Premier League record for scoring late. It's just something Liverpool do. Like, even back in the day, you would have thought in Fergie's era. I think I heard this today as well. Even in Fergie's era, where they were known for the last minute winners,
late goals. Yeah,
we scored more late goals than they did in that period of time. So it's just something that seems to be inbuilt in Liverpool's walls, mate. Long may it continue. I told you it's my phrase of the year. Long may it continue. You're gonna hear it every week because the performance wasn't great at all. And I think we ended up with just so many different attackers. Like Wirtz had a decent game, but there was just no space for him to do what he needed to do. And I felt sorry for him at one point because like you're actually having a game where you can make a difference. You're some nice drinky runs, some nice passes, but there's just no space. As soon as he played a good pass, 2 players were on that attacker.
I mean, I did say that I don't think he's going to get much space, though. I feel like up until now...
We're not going to face it every week, though. We're not going to face it every week. He'll get better. He'll get better.
That's 4 weeks in, though, yeah?
Yeah, 4 weeks in. And last week against Arsenal, or 2 weeks ago against Arsenal, he was good in the second half. And obviously he came off because he was completely shattered. And then this week, he had a good game. Invariably, the worst players for me were Salah, non-existent. Gakpo was not good at all. McAllister wasn't great, but I'll talk on that after. Ekitike didn't get any of the ball, but out of our attackers, he was the best attacker. It was our defense that was good, but it's because they had nothing to do.
Yeah.
But going back to what I said before, 2 things. Slot taking off Kirkes. The dive was atrocious. Imagine you diving like that for no reason. You end up getting subbed after 38 minutes because he couldn't trust you to not get a second yellow card. So now it's like, why did I do that? It was just such a stupid dive. I hate diving anyway. So he got his comeuppance, but Robert came in and did well. But
Can I ask you a question about Kirkes?
Mm.
Are you convinced with him?
He's what I expected he was going to be. Remember, he wasn't my first choice. I wanted Hato from Ajax. That was my first choice.
But are you convinced by him just yet? Are you looking at him thinking, I'm not sure, you know?
No, what I'm seeing is what I saw last season. I don't know why people are surprised. Last season, you saw someone that was rash in a tackle, someone that was very aggressive. He's doing pretty much the same things he was doing last season, just that because he's playing for Liverpool and he's on...
It's highlighted
he's in prime time. It's like, is this what he was doing? This is what he's been doing. But he'll get better. Guaranteed he'll get better. He will learn to curb it. And he'll learn when and where to do it. He's young. I keep forgetting. He's still only 21. Or is he 22? He's 21 or 22. So there's a lot. Personally,
to be fair, him getting dragged off will probably do him some favours. Yeah. So that in itself will probably sort his temperament out.
I didn't actually think Slot would blood him so quickly. I thought he would play a game, Robbo would play a game, he'll play a game, be out for a couple of games, but he's been like, bang. Robbo, even though I've named you vice captain, you're number 2, left back. But now we've got 3 games a week. It will change up.
The rotation,
But VAR, once again, trying to screw us over.
They bottled it, innit?
I think I've said it in the group. I don't know if it's a thing where can we break McAllister's leg without getting sent off. Because last year you had Tarkowski off the floor, flying into him, no red card, play on. Today, this guy, Ugochukwu, how is that not a red card? Like, I
Yeah,
can
it was
even
a
put
bit
a
naughty.
still. It was nasty, bro.
What
And
was
they
it?
said play on.
Are they saying that it was more reckless than dangerous? Is
They
that
even
why?
say. They didn't even say. And do you know why? Because who's in charge of VAR? Paul Tierney, who has issues with Liverpool from Klopp's time. He's got issues with Liverpool. And time again, he gets given VAR games against
Yo,
us.
you need to make sure you
and
put the
stuff are
graphic
happening.
up of the tackle as well. You know.
Yeah, the graphic.
Yeah.
Sure.
Look at the graphic now. The graphic is on the screen right now. Please tell me how that and how his position of his ankle, he's not aggressive, out of control. That's ridiculous. That's a red card.
It was kind of similar to Suchek's tackle, and he got.
Yeah.
I know that was a bit. I know that was a bit higher.
Yeah.
I know it was a bit higher.
And it was more.
It was more kind of
downward force, innit?
Yeah, but like the way that he's coming, the way that he's gone in at his ankle and stuff like that, that is a bit reckless. That is a dangerous tackle, man, and studs up as well. So I'm a bit confused how they've just said let it stand.
Apology incoming. In fact, no. Yeah.
No,
There'll probably be an apology incoming already.
There won't be an apology.
There won't be an apology because it's Tierney. They can't bait him out again. They can't. In fact, I think I've got it. I've got the image. I'm gonna put it up because for me, how this is not a red card, it's just beyond a joke. It's beyond a joke now. So you see his ankle here. How is that not a red card?
Oof.
How is that not a red card?
That is naughty, brother.
And I know steals can make things look different, but VAR have a chance to look at this. At least send him to the screen. Even if VAR says whatever they want to say, send him to the screen. Let the referee make his own mind. Because I guarantee the referee sees that, it's a red card. Does it change the game? We don't know. They probably would have gone even more into a shell. But he came off at halftime. Is he going to be ready for the next couple of weeks? Slot has said that it wasn't just because of that. He was only going to play 60 minutes because of his fitness anyway. But with having to take off Kirkes, you only get 3 windows to make changes. So if he made a change on 60 minutes, he'd have had to make more. He had to make another sub at that 60th minute mark. So you get a free sub at halftime, so he took him off. But
okay,
that's nasty. Right? You guys have seen it.
Yeah, that is
comment. Make your comment in there whether you think we're talking nonsense, whether you think it's just a mistimed tackle. But for me, that's a red card. But listen, we won the game. Hopefully, nothing comes of it from McAllister. Hopefully he's ready to play Atletico Madrid, whether it's from the bench or not. But the last thing I'll say on it is Szoboszlai. He's been our player of the season so far. Like playing right back, playing centre midfield at this season hasn't mattered. He's been tremendous for us so far, and we're getting to a point where how do you drop him? I know what you'll say. You don't. You drop Wirtz, innit? I know that's what you guys are thinking.
Literally.
You just drop Wirtz.
I was about to say just drop Wirtz. Because to be honest,
might be the case.
Yeah, to be honest, he brings Szoboszlai brings way more to the team in terms of energy, in terms of just versatility than Wirtz does. Wirtz is only there to, I say only there to create chances, but you can get chances from the different bodies you've got in the middle of the park there. Wirtz is just maybe trying to give you the extra edge, I guess, but he's not really show you anything just yet. But I guess waiting for that to kind of come through eventually.
Yeah. But yeah.
Are you worried? I know I said it inevitable, but are you worried about the quality that you're playing at the moment in terms of the games?
No, because when I look at it, Bournemouth, 2 counter-attack goals. Like, realistically, we were the better team against Bournemouth. They got 2 good counter-attack goals, and we still won the game 4-2. You look at Newcastle, yes, 10 men, they scored 2 goals, but 2 set pieces. That's the only set pieces we've conceded so far this season. And last season, I think we conceded 2 set piece goals the whole of last season. So every issue that we've encountered, the counter-attack in the first game, you haven't seen it again since. The set pieces in the second game, you haven't seen it again in the next 2 games. So all those things that have come up, Slot has nipped them in the bud. Today was just one of those games that you will have every season, where one team that is going to come up against us guys and they're going to sit in and do nothing but park the bus. And it's up to you to break it down. Right? I think you've been saying. To be fair, you've been saying it for a while. Am I worried? Am I going to be worried? No, because we keep finding the answer. That's the thing. If we start drawing these, if we start turning these into draws, then I'll be worried. Then I'll be worried. If there's a draw, 2 draws in a row, it's like, okay, cool. But, Isak wasn't even on the bench, bro.
I'm just hoping that gummy bear juice runs out soon. That's all I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's what I was say. It sounded like that question. That question was loaded, bruv.
No,
it was wishful thinking more than anything from an Arsenal perspective.
Arsenal perspective, a football fan's perspective.
Isak wasn't on the bench because they saw what happened with what's his name, Vissa. Vissa went away with his country, played 290 minutes, done his knee, done after no preseason. So Slot's like, that's not happening here. This guy's gonna gradually play. He said, I can play him 5 minutes this game. I can play him 5 minutes in midweek. I can play him 5 minutes next weekend. We don't need to do that. We'll give him a proper preseason, and then when he's ready, he'll be ready. And touch wood, we don't drop points in that point. I think he'll be on the bench for Everton, guaranteed. He'll be on the bench at least for Everton, and then we'll probably start against Southampton in the cup. So, am I worried? Back to your question, not wholly, no, because I think there's new attackers. The team's still got to gel. We're gonna click at some point, and then I feel sorry for the rest of the league once we do click.
Hopefully not. Hopefully you don't click.
So, on to the next segment. And the next segment, ironically, is on to you. Gunners in cruise control with 3-0 victory over Nottingham Forest. Mikel Arteta dominated from start to finish. They were top up until today. Standout performance, Zubimendi. That first goal from Zubimendi, wow.
Yep.
Anyway,
Thunderbolt.
I'm doing the talking. You're the Arsenal guy. You do the talking.
Yeah. I said last week I was looking forward to seeing Zubimendi, and this week he's kind of showed up. I think he had been a bit shaky in some of the games, and I know it's Forest and they got a new manager and that kind of stuff, but they said he scored something like 10 goals or something like that, and he scores 2 in one game. One of them's a header. And he doesn't score from outside of the box, and then one of them's a rocket from outside of the box. Could have had 2. Yeah, man. I was impressed. I was worried about how we'd play against a team that was so defensive, even though I did predict 3-0. Because Ange kind of and with the new manager as well. New manager bounce is a thing. Really impressed with Noni in that game as well. He was doing the jinky stuff. He had the beating of their left back, man.
Oh mate,
he had a change That's a change of left back.
But that's only because Marilla got injured.
Oh yes. So they moved Marato in.
Yeah. But Noni is looking like he's playing with confidence, and he looks very different on the right hand side. And it seems, and he's even said,
natural. It was natural, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's been given the freedom to go past players and to actually take players on and try to beat them, which he was doing, and he's not doing. And you see Eze doing similar things as well. It was funny to me that in the second half, that Ange being 1-0 down, he says, "You know what? We're going to go to a high line." And as soon as they played the high line, they got killed on the right hand side with a ball over top from Calafiori. He seems to get quite a lot of our attacks going as well.
It's a good start to the season, Calafiori.
He had a fantastic start to the season, and Eze gets his first assist, and it's looking like Gyökeres is going to get 10 plus goals. 50. I'm going to say he's going to get 15 plus goals this season, wearing Timberland boots and playing in jeans, because sometimes his touch might look horrible. I think there's going to be games where he's going to look horrible, but there's going to also be games where he's going to score goals as well. He knows where the
Is he
back
the
of the
new
net is.
Lukaku?
I think he's playing in them Tims with the thin sole, not quite the thick sole Tims.
Bruv, he is not the finished article by any means.
Bro, I still don't think he's fit. And all of this that we're saying, he looks heavy, but all of this that he's saying, he's got 3 and 4. Like what
Two
I'm
against
saying.
Leeds, innit?
Yeah, okay. He's still 3 and 4, my bro. And we're gonna get penalties. He's gonna score 15 goals this season or more.
All comps, not in the Premier League.
No, in the Prem, he's gonna score 15 goals in the Prem.
Nah, that's not.
Yeah, he'll get 50. He'll get 15 in the Prem.
100%.
He'll get 15 in the Prem.
Bro, are you trying to tell me he doesn't? Did you see when he hit the post? Like the guy is all power.
Yeah.
And he's got that thing when he wants to go inside. As soon as they know how to find him, it's a similar thing to Liverpool. They're getting used to playing with this guy, and as soon as they get used to playing with him, then he's gonna start scoring goals. He might not look good in the link-up play. Some of it's gonna look hideous.
You're right.
He stay away from it. He just stay away from it. Like Haaland doesn't get involved in link-up play for that reason. When they get to that stage where they say, you know what, stay away from the link-up play. We'll find you. Just be in that 6-yard box to finish it. At some point during the season, that's what will happen.
Yeah, he's gonna. You might sound crazy, but as ugly as it looks, he still ends up with a goal. Yes, a tap in, but if they keep feeding him like that, he's gonna get them. He's gonna get goals. And you can see how it looks different. How we look different with the depth of squad that we do have, and how he's able to rotate players. Declan Rice doesn't start. He plays with Marino. I'm gonna say like Mascara for 13 million. I'm a guy that always complains about teams not scouting guys properly and spending out ridiculous money, and they've got this guy for 13 million.
Slippers,
bro.
Like, he just slotted straight in, and just looks. He looks like part of the Mandem already. You know what I mean? Like he looks like assured in his position, and you know the Mandem are not afraid to give him the ball under pressure. All that kind of stuff shows you that he is. You know what I mean? They recognize that he's got the ability. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call me greedy, but we spent that whole time waiting for Gurhey, and this guy was just. You guys just swooped in and took him. We could have. I know there's probably some other. I think Leon mentioned we needed the homegrown, which is why we stuck with Gurhey. But we know that we may be losing
Kanate, yeah.
That he would have been perfect. He would have been perfect. But anyway, back to you guys.
No, I'm gonna say that is a steal, man, and it's good scouting, and it's just going to show how much when there were times seasons ago where if we lost Gabriel or we lost Saliba, then we were always going to be in problems, and now we don't have to play a man like Rob Holding anymore. And so I'm happy about it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man, we're here. We bounced back after beating.
Question.
Yeah, I've got a question after. You
go
first.
Yeah, so Odegaard's out again.
Yeah.
Nawari's in number 10.
Wanyeri.
I don't know why I couldn't call him Nawari, bruv. You know what I'm like with names, bro. But yeah. You know what's funny? I know everyone's been crying out for him to like get an opportunity and get a chance and all that. I don't know if he done himself a good, like any favors in this game here, because he didn't look electric in that 10 row. I still feel like Eze will get a look in before he does, because when he goes in there, I feel like he's trying too hard to impress instead of just being comfortable, like his academy brethren, you know, MLS, who just comes in, he does what he's good at, and he looks very confident. Do you know what I mean? So the question to you is, what's happening with
Wanyeri,
man. Sure.
Yeah, bro. He's young, man. Like, not everybody they're gonna have ups and downs. They're gonna have moments where they're not playing too well, and they're gonna have moments when they're gonna set games alight. You're just gonna have to just give him the time to find his feet. it's good. Like I don't think there's many youngsters that have come in straight away and they don't have bad games or go through spells. As long
He's
as
17, right?
yeah, he's not.
He's young.
He's still young, man. He's still got time. You see what happens. You'll see what happens when this is what he wants, though, isn't it? He wants to play more. He wants to be in and around the team, and he wants to show what he wants to do, and
Mm.
he's just gonna have to rise to the occasion. Um, because of everyone else that's around him, and he knows that there's going to be pressure with other players like Dolman, like Eze and stuff like that. And sometimes you just need the competition to get better. Yeah, maybe you expect more from him because of what you've seen, but
Mm.
it's I just think he's
He did
just
it
a young
right.
guy. He didn't do
Yeah, he did it right.
yeah.
So my question for you: do you think Zubimendi played better because he had Mikel Merino next to him? Because the other games he hasn't really started with him. Now he's got someone who's very familiar with, played a lot of games with, and I believe they're good. They're close friends as well. Do you think that helped massively with performance? Because not just
I
the
think
goals, his overall play was better. I thought.
I think so. But then I'll be honest, that Forest didn't really offer much at all in that game.
True.
When I looked at, if you look at the other games that we did, he played all right against Leeds, against Liverpool. We've already spoken about how we set up to play in that game, and it wasn't a game where we looked like we set up to be creative. So and remember in that game he played with Merino in that game too, and it wasn't the same. It was more kind of there to break up play. I think.
True. Yeah, I
I
forgot
think
about that actually.
I think it's just it's a home game against a team, new manager, and they were just gonna. It's one of those games where he's gonna ball out, and that's what happened. I think that the more that I think once him and Declan Rice get to know each other, I think they're gonna have a similar kind of relationship.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go, man. 3-0 on to City next week. Show you man how to play
That should
against
be a
them.
good game. It's like I think it's Derby weekend that weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's for some teams anyway.
For some teams, yeah.
I don't think Man United have got one.
No. They're
Okay,
playing
cool.
the Blues.
So we will move on to the next item on the agenda, and that was Chelsea 2-2 with Brentford. Do you know what's funny? I was actually watching it at my mum's house and I actually celebrated the Brentford goals.
Yeah.
Because I won't even lie. Like, I look at Chelsea's squad and I do not want them to get any confidence and get on a roll.
Yeah, it's
Because
true, bro.
as good as weak as their goalkeeper can be, and they don't have the best, don't have senior centre backs. If these attackers catch fire,
That's it, bro. The whole place is getting
yeah,
torched. The whole place is getting torched, bro. Trust me.
I think I think that their youth is going to be the problem for them.
probably, yeah.
I think that's what the issue is going to be. They haven't got enough. As good as Cole Palmer is, they haven't got enough experience in that whole squad, in my opinion. There's a lot of youngsters in there, and sometimes you need like cooler heads to prevail.
B,
And
we said that last season.
And what happened? All right, they won the
Well, they
Europa
finished
League.
higher. They've finished higher than anybody else. Writ them off.
No,
Everyone writ them off, including us.
Maybe
Maybe not
James.
James.
I said they'll finish fourth.
Yeah, but I think even that you said they'll finish fourth, I feel like that was I'm trying to be different. They'll finish fourth.
No.
Wait, hold on.
I knew what they had. You're going.
They finished fourth, but like, let's have it right. Some of the teams that look at their drop off, and then you look at like Villa, and you look at Newcastle and stuff like that. As soon as Newcastle were going to be in the cup final, they kind of fell off, and Villa did what Villa did what Emery does in the league, where he just goes through these periods of just like he can look amazing, and then it's a complete drop off, and they benefited from that. But this is the same team where they were losing to like I think they lost to Brentford last year, and then I think they even lost to Wolves at home. So,
But I hear all of that. But Bev, I hear what you're saying. But in the same breath, the argument is they need a more senior head in their squad. Yeah,
yeah,
they finished fourth, my guy. They
yeah.
finished fourth.
They should have brought
Like,
Donnarumma.
They finished fourth, and I don't feel like that's anything to kind of turn your nose up at, because at the end of the day, they done that with. I think even Carl Palmer got injured, and
Yeah,
that
he
was
did fully.
partly, some of the reason why he tailed off at a point. I mean, he had a great season last year, and he was their talisman by a good mile and carried them through most of the matches. So I hear what you're saying about having, maybe an older head in there to show things up. But I feel like, is it Maresca, their manager?
Yeah.
That's his name, right?
Correct.
I feel like whatever philosophy he's got over there, I feel like it's working for him, because these boys, when they're on the pitch, bruv, they are doing what they need to do.
Yeah,
And that is getting points on the board.
I'm just saying that I think there's going to be moments where it's going to be very inconsistent. You're going to get games where they're going to win, but you're going to get to games like this, and you're going to get games like the one against Palace, where they're going to either give away stupid goals or not be able to convert and score goals at the same time.
I don't know. That just sounds a little bit. I don't know. I can't agree with that. I don't know, man, because it's no, it's one of them. I feel like I feel like this game was in the balance. Palmer comes on and changes, their fortune for Chelsea, and they look like they're on the resurgence. Within, 10 minutes of, within half an hour of Carl Palmer coming on the pitch, they scored 2 goals. Like, that's the belief they have in the quality of him and some of the other assets they have in that team.
And he's not fully fit.
Yes.
Eh?
And he's not fully fit either because of the injury.
Right. And Cucurella's coming on. He's also a game changer for them. James coming on. Bruv, they got winners over there, winners.
They got
winners, that want to win
look,
something.
Look at the goals that they conceded, though.
Yeah. I hear that. Look at the goals. Some weak goals, man.
Them goals are terrible, bro.
But bruv, the goals they're conceding, you've got to also look at Sanchez as well, bruv, because he's a horrible keeper, bro. I don't know how he's still in this.
But he's always going to be there, though. He's going to be there goalkeeper for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I hear it.
You see,
Sanchez
add that into it.
I don't think Sanchez was at fault for some of them goals. Not for the Sade goal. That was Tossi's fault.
That was a nice. Bruv, the ball from the ball from Henderson, he gets cast.
Mustard.
But that ball from Henderson, hey,
it's mustard.
Yeah. It was on the money. It was on the money. But
bro.
Look, I hear it. Well, let's see what happens.
Mate, call me a hater, but I'm not convinced. I think it's going to be up and down for them. And even though I predicted
it might be
to finish third, we said the same thing, and we could be saying the same thing next season. If they get it right,
we'll see. We're running short of time, so let's move to the next game. You were very effusive. I think you predicted West Ham to beat Spurs 3-1.
Leon
was like, "Ouch, that hurt, bro. That hurt."
Nah,
but then he didn't even predict Tottenham to win. He thought Tottenham were going to draw. The reason why I'm higher in the table, because I predicted Tottenham would win. Yeah, not because of any sneaky business out here. I predicted Tottenham would win. No, you. I'm talking to this guy right here, sipping his Mocha Locker.
You know what it is? I looked at Spurs West Ham and how they play against each other, and sometimes those games go either way, and it is a draw, and it could be anything. And I looked at how West Ham turned over Forest the week before away from home, and you think they could be better than they were, but then I forgot that how bad West Ham were.
This Potter's not Harry, bro.
My word,
he's not Harry.
Those goals are awful. I know Bergvall scored a good goal, but that should never happen.
That's a good header, bro. It's a good header.
But that should. You can't get a through ball and then he runs on it like that. That is what is the defense?
I think the worst thing about it was from the foul.
Yeah,
it was from a foul that they conceded, and it's straight from that. It's like they weren't switched on.
Not at all.
They weren't.
Not at all.
So, yeah, go on.
No, I was just gonna say that. I spoke to a friend and he doesn't think Spurs played well, but like I just think that like West Ham just completely just fell apart. Like I know that they had a couple of chances to score goals, but like it's funny because Thomas Frank is showing that he can do stuff from corners.
Yep.
Yeah, but he did at Brentford though. He did. So, question number one: do you still think you're going to finish above Tottenham?
Who said we're finishing above Tottenham?
I think you predicted. I think you predicted them because you said you're going to win. You're going to win the league, innit? So
that means we're finishing above everyone.
It means okay. Means it's current.
Yeah, that's what it meant. Sorry, apologies. No,
right now, do you think you can finish above Tottenham?
No, because you know what it is. You can see in the Tottenham squad, they're confident, bro. Like they're confident in just Thomas Frank and each other when they're looking left and right. Like they just feel very comfortable in how they're attacking and approaching each game and whatever philosophy Frank is, introducing into the season this year. I mean, look, Bergvall looked very good last season. He looked pretty reliable this season so far. Pat Sarr was his name. Pat Matasar.
Yeah.
Again, I enjoyed watching him play last season, and it seems like he's just impressing again this year. Scored a decent opener, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. And yeah, they're looking pretty solid at the back. Pretty. You're going to be hard to break them down. Apart from if and when they fall asleep, I don't think Spurs will repeat last year's fiasco. I can't say the same thing for United. But what I will say is that when it comes to the big games, I want to see what Spurs turns up. That's what I'm going to look at. Because it's all right beating West Ham when West Ham are playing horrible, but can they go and do the same thing against the likes of the Liverpools, the Arsenals, etc., etc., etc.
And Champions League.
I feel like
I was going to say, you'll see what's going to happen. I think this is from next week is when you're going to see the real football. When teams have got to be playing 2 times a week, that's when you're going to see what's going to happen. And especially teams with smaller squads and they got to rotate players a lot more. That's when you're going to see what's really going on. I think it's too soon.
Season starts now.
Yeah, 4 games in, you can't really get too carried away by anything that you have seen.
No, you can't.
I mean, the red card for Souček definitely helped Tottenham in that game yesterday, because obviously they scored literally. I think they scored from that free kick, more or less.
I was saying, when you went off, that it's literally they weren't ready.
No,
they weren't ready. Pass, cross, goal. Like, come on, guys.
And I feel like the directness of Frank has come into not messing around. Get the ball in the box, because that's where it's going to score. I will say that Xavi Simons affected the game as he should do in his debut. First start, first assist, didn't look horrible out there. Again, he looked like he's quite ready for the league, if I'm honest. He doesn't look uncomfortable at all, Xavi Simons. So I'm hoping, you know what's funny, I kind of like him as a player, so I'm hoping that he has, a half decent season. But when I'm even looking at Spurs as a team, and you look at their bench, they still have a very good bench, bro.
Oh, they do. They do.
Bentancur, Danzo, Davis, Johnson, Kinski, Koulibaly,
As cover.
Bro, you just said you named 2 terrible players in Kinski and Danzo.
You're trying to mock.
What?
You're mocking. You're mocking. Kinski,
Richarlison and Udogie.
Leon's not even here to defend himself.
Leon's gonna cuss when he sees this.
Stop the cap.
He's mocking him off.
What do you mean,
man?
Man
Said Kinski.
That's a great bench, bro. All game changers.
Tottenham did well. 3 out of 4. The defeat that they had was, everyone was surprised at how badly they lost, in terms of they had like 1 shot on target. So was that the outlier? At the moment, it looks like it was. But
Potter's gone,
briefly,
bro. Potter's gone. Potter,
Yeah,
he's going.
yeah, I'm a bit surprised. Mourinho, you got what do you call it? Nuno, who just got sacked, and he wasn't sacked because of poor performance. So Nuno's stock is still kind of high, in all honesty. So I won't be surprised if one of those guys walks in there. But will they play the West Ham way? That's the thing. No is the answer for both of those managers. But I was going to cut it out, but briefly, because it was a standout-ish performance. It was a good game in general. Bournemouth versus Brighton. Brighton beating Bournemouth twice last season. After losing the first game of the season, Bournemouth to Liverpool, in what they lost that game, but they got a lot of plaudits from that game. They've won every game since, and it's the best start they've ever had to Premier League season under Andoni Iraola, and they've got a good manager in their hands.
Very good manager.
A very good manager in their hands, and it's going to be interesting to see where they go as this season. Getting 9 points from your first 4 games is nothing to sniff at.
I wish.
So we will move on to the last couple of topics of the show before we close it off. So we'll do this a bit quicker as time is running, or time has gone really. So your player of the week. Bevan.
Oh no, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna give my player of the week to Zubimendi for 2 goals and a cracker of a finish.
Okay, Lamont.
I'm going to give my player of the weekend to Erling Haaland. Had a good week overall, to be honest, and topped it off with a brace in a Manchester United derby, which wasn't probably to the same level as derby's gone by, but took both goals very well.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Zubimendi. Not gonna be biased and pick a Liverpool player. We didn't play very well, so you can't really pick one of us. But Zubimendi gets 2 goals, a cracking goal from the edge of the box. Yeah, that was my performance of the week from him. Good man.
I heard the commentators say that it was the first brace of his career as well. He's not scored 2 in one game either.
Yeah,
so that was nice.
Your moment of the weekend, Bevan?
Moment of the weekend.
Tough one, this one.
Yeah,
it wasn't a standout weekend really.
No, not really.
Remember, it's good or bad.
Oh,
so it could be something you like. Come on, seriously, it's not always the best moment. So
maybe
my one's not gonna be a good moment.
Nah, maybe that Sutek challenge was horrid. That was a shocker, man, and I think that turned the game for them. That was a game over as soon as that happened. But yeah.
Yourself, Lamont?
I was basically battling between the Carvalho late equaliser and the Zubimendi finish, but that thunderbolt, that can't go unseen, mate. That was an absolute cracker. So it's gonna go to Zubimendi for me.
I've got 2 for different reasons. For me, it was Carvalho because I actually celebrated the goal. I actually think Carvalho is a good player.
Ex Liverpool, so just stop. Yeah. Just stop. Everyone knows he used to play for Liverpool, bro.
Listen. I think he's a good player, yeah. And I don't know. I'm hoping that under this manager, he'll get minutes. He's a 10, and in this current day and world, you don't really get chances to play as a 10 in football. So that 93rd minute equaliser in what's a derby? It's the West London derby, isn't it? Or Northwest / West derby kind of thing. And obviously, the shocker was how the red card wasn't given against McAllister. How VAR messed it up. So that's my overall, but I wanted to shout out Carvalho. But overall, it's probably how that's not given as a red card. Because that could have changed our season, not our season, but the game completely.
Well, people watching this need to make sure they comment on their moment of the weekend as well. If they've watched any games this weekend, that'd be great. Do you know what I mean? Because we haven't seen them all. But those are our 4 picks, because James decided to add 2. He had to add Liverpool in there somehow. Just literally shoehorn them in the conversation somehow. But whatever.
This sounds like a popcorn in
trying to be like you,
black. This is
trust me. I'm trying to be like you. Don't worry. But so we move on to our favourite part of the weekend. Yeah, Man United. How Man United play? It must be your favorite part of the weekend. So
Yeah.
predictions. We start off with Bevan as usual. So the first game of the weekend, Liverpool are playing Everton.
Liverpool at home.
Yeah, Liverpool are at home against Everton.
I
12:30 kickoff.
I'm gonna say 1-0 Liverpool.
Okay. Lamont.
I'm gonna say 3-1 Liverpool.
I'm going for a 2-1 Liverpool. Leon has said 2-1 to Liverpool, and Daryl's also said 2-1 to Liverpool. So moving to the next game of the weekend, it's Brighton versus Spurs. Brighton are at home. Oh, Bevan. It's a tough one. Brighton, just for shouldn't help you guys out.
No, they do.
Brighton did a double, if not triple, over Tottenham last season.
They did do.
Yeah, they're not gonna get that same this season, I don't think.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Spurs.
Darn it. From that, I guess you guys know my score already.
2-1. I'm going 2-1 Spurs as well.
You guys trying to catch up. The joke. Hear the joke. All of us have predicted 2-1 Spurs.
Oh, is it?
All of us have predicted 2-1
Yeah, well
Spurs.
then, if it comes into fruition, that'll be a first. All of us got at least one score right.
That's crazy. Watch 2-2 now. Watch.
Bevan, Man United are playing Chelsea.
Man United, Chelsea
at the old toilet.
At the mattress. I'm gonna say 2-2.
Ooh, darn it. 2-2 draw. Actually, no, saying no, not done it. What am I talking about? Man United ain't winning. Go on, Lamont. How much of Man United winning by?
2-1 Chelsea.
Hey.
You know what? Nah, 2-1 Chelsea. Ciao.
Damn it. 2-1 Chelsea. That was mine. Damn it. Okay. 2-1 Chelsea. I'm saying 2-1 Chelsea as well. Chelsea.
In my heart, I'm feeling a draw, blood.
Go with it, bro. Go with it.
You know what? Do 1-1. Do 1-1. Just do 1-1. Yeah, do 1-1. Yeah, do 1-1.
Leon said 1-1, and Daryl has said 2-2.
Oh wow. Okay.
Whoa.
So if I'm lucky, this is where it will change. Here, you know. I'm the only one that's predicted a win. The rest of you guys predicted a draw.
Well, tries to pull away.
So I try to, yeah. Bevan,
Arsenal,
you are playing Man City.
Yeah, playing Man City at home. 2-1 Arsenal.
Popped them last time he was at home, though.
I know, but they're gonna want revenge. You
know that, and Haaland is in good spirits.
Yep, Haaland's gonna stay humble. He's gonna wear a t-shirt saying "I'm humble."
But listen. I'm sure we've done all right. Anyway, let me just keep my mouth. 2-1. I'm not saying nothing.
He's gonna come for revenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going 2-2.
He spoke and he got slapped.
2-2.
You done me. Don't think. I need to do something different now. All right. While I waste time, Leona said 2-1 to Arsenal, and Daryl has gone 1-1. I think. You know what? I'm gonna go 3-2 Arsenal.
You think Arsenal gonna pip them, man? I don't see Arsenal winning that game, bro. I don't see it.
Set pieces. Arsenal haven't scored a set piece for a couple of weeks. They scored one this week.
No, well,
No,
they
so
can't. They're kind of
yeah.
trying to say it came from a set piece.
What,
Zubimendi
Zubimendi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. True. But yes, that's not a typical set piece.
Nah.
No.
So yeah,
Not a kana.
They're clutching at straws. You know what? This is diabolical. Tottenham score from corners. No one says anything. Long throws. No one's calling them Stoke, Brentford. This is a part of the game
But
now, isn't it?
it's the regularity. That's because everyone's now copying you. They've seen the
No,
advantage you guys have taken, and they're like,
no.
if Arsenal can do this,
We copied them.
everyone's hiring.
We
Everyone's
copied.
hiring.
We copied them. We just did it better. That's all. We just do it better. We
Fair, you
copied
copied
it.
us, to be fair. That train thing. We did it in preseason, and there's video footage of it, and then you went and did it. And you actually got it to score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
The second
yeah.
mouse gets the
Okay,
cheese.
cool.
You know what I'm saying?
True. All right, and this has been a good show. It's gone a bit over, so thank you for those who have stayed for the whole time. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button and comments, guys. Comments. Because comments
We need them
from
comments,
you,
man.
yeah. I comment back, we comment back, and we have a little conversation over it. Let us know if we're talking nonsense. Let us know if you agree. But this has been Armchair Pundits. Have a good evening. Have a good morning, whatever time you're watching. Peace out.
Laters.
Peace.